morning, guys. Happy Saturday. I am so excited because today we are doing a beach day. Since getting back from Vegas, I wanted to do a day where we went to the beach and soaked up some sun one last time before summer is officially over. And last weekend, I really wanted to do it, but it ended up not being as warm or nice, and it was rainy. So this weekend, it said it was supposed to be sunny, and then, the weather can always change, but today it said it's going to be sunny and nice, and tomorrow it's supposed to rain. So I am excited to be able to just go to the beach and lay out. I mostly want to do it so then I can get somewhat of a color before, it starts getting colder. And of course, it's the last weekend in July. Like, August is coming next week, and we all know that usually once August starts, everybody goes into fall, season right away. And really kind of July, early August is the end of summer. Kids start going back to school, and then September is here, and then we're straight into that fall season. So I really want to get out, just enjoy the day, enjoy the sun, enjoy just sitting on the beach and relaxing. So unfortunately, Ken had to work today, so he was going to join me if he didn't have to work, but he has to work. So it'll just be a solo day, which I've never gone to the beach just by myself, which is also exciting because I'd like to start doing things by myself and having little dates with myself. So it's 7:11 right now, and I want to get out there around 9. Because around 9 it'll be close to 70, and then it'll get hotter throughout the day. But I think what I want to do is I want to get out there by 9 and then maybe leave around noonish, because usually around noon is when everybody comes out with their kids and the beach gets super busy, and I just don't want to be there when that happens. And then Ken gets off at 2, so I'll be hanging out with him. Not sure what the rest of the day will look like, but just being able to, again, relax and enjoy this beautiful weather, maybe before the weather changes and it starts getting colder, is going to be nice. So I am going to drink my coffee, and then after I drink my coffee, I'm going to start getting everything ready to go to the beach. So I'm going to pack some drinks. I'm going to make myself a sandwich, some snacks. I'm going to bring my Kindle with and get all that stuff ready, get my towels ready. So then when I'm ready to head out the door, then everything's packed and ready to go. So let's drink this coffee and then head to the beach for a fun, relaxing day. So while I was at it, I got dressed. So just a little cutoff shirt and some shorts. And then while I was at it, I grabbed this guy because I'm going to put my stuff in here. The one side I have my Kindle right now. This side I have all the sunscreen and everything. And then while I was upstairs, I grabbed 2 towels that I'm going to put out and 1 towel for me. And then this is a blanket I'm going to put in the car just to put on the seat because I don't want to get sand everywhere in the car. So I did my hair. I just kind of did this twisty thing. You can tell it's just kind of twisted. And I did that while I was in Vegas because when I was in the pool, afterwards, my hair would look a certain way. I'm going to shower when I come home anyways, but I just put it like that so if I sweat and everything, it's kind of just out of the way. And I'm trying to just figure out what I want to put in here, drink-wise and all that. So let's go ahead and pack this thing. So I made myself a sandwich, and then in these containers I did some fruit. So one container at the bottom is watermelon. This has cantaloupe and honeydew. These 2 bags are just of ice. So that will be my little drink bag of choices. And then I think I'll bring just a small bag of like little snacks that I want, like some chips and stuff like that. So I want to put that together real quick, so that's ready to go as well. So I totally forgot I had this cute little beach bag that actually matches that beach towel that I'm taking. So in here I just have Pringles, some pretzels, corn nuts, some peanuts, and I put a towel and the Maze Runner book. I'm trying to get into that series, so I just kind of put it in there. I'm gonna see if I can't put that towel in there as well, just so I have less to carry. But other than that, everything is all packed and ready to go. So now everything is ready to go by the door. This one is inspecting everything. It's about 8:01 right now, so I'm glad that I got everything packed and ready to go, and I'm not like rushing around. I sat down to relax, and I'm like, nope, let's just, get moving, get everything done, so when we're ready to go, we can just grab the bags and hit the door. So like I said, I'm going to leave here around 9. It's right down the road, so it won't take that long to get there, get myself all set up, and then just start relaxing. I was looking out the side this morning and I saw a lot of clouds, and I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be a cloudy day, but the sun is actually out right now. So it did say that it was gonna be partly cloudy, so I mean, I'm okay with a little bit of clouds, because then I won't get like super burnt. But if the sun is out, that'll be great as well. So now I'm just going to kind of relax for the next hour until I head to the beach. So I will talk to you guys again once we get to the beach and we are all set up and ready to go. So I just got here and the beach is completely empty. I'm the only one here, which is fine with me because then I can get myself all set up and just relax. It is a little bit cloudy, but I think that hopefully the patches will lighten up and then the sun will come out for a little bit. So I'm gonna get myself set up. I just took my stuff off and got sunscreen on. A little bit after I got here, a dad with his 2 kids came, and then there's also a lady that just showed up who is swimming. So I think slowly, once the sun starts coming out, people will start showing up. But in the area I'm sitting in, the sun's slowly starting to hit. The trees were kind of blocking the sun, but the sun's coming over the trees. So The sun is definitely out. The clouds once in a while block them, which is fine, but it is just nice being able to sit out here and read and just enjoy this time before the beach gets super crazy. So it feels nice. It's nice and calming. Even with like the noise of the kids, it's still just really nice and calming without like a bunch of people here. So I'm definitely happy that I did this and am enjoying myself. Officially home. So right around noon it started getting really busy, which I knew it would, and Ken messaged and said that he was getting done with what he was working on and he would let me know if he's going to be done earlier from work. He said he doesn't think so, but he might. So I always plan, like I said, it was enough time to be there. I was there 3 hours and it felt so good to be in the sun. Felt so good just to be out. So now that I'm home, I'm gonna go upstairs and I am going to rinse off and get myself all clean for the day because I have the sunscreen on me and just the sand. Even though I barely got in the water, I know the sand is gonna be everywhere. So let's go hit the shower. So I got out of the shower and my parents called and I have been talking to them for the last hour. So it's about 3:34 now. Ken wants me to be there by 2 o'clock to pick him up. So I'll probably be leaving within the next like 20 minutes to go get him. And then I'm not really sure what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the day. Don't really have anything planned. It was pretty much just the beach day. And I'm really happy that I decided to go out because for one, it's the end of July, so like how many more nice days are we gonna have? And I knew that today would be a little less crowded because the county fair is in town. And me and Ken talked about going, but we decided that we weren't like sure if we wanted to go. We probably weren't gonna go. I mean, that could change if we decided to go tonight or tomorrow. But like I knew a lot of people were gonna be at the fair with their kids, so I knew that the beach wasn't going to be as crazy. And I also knew if I went earlier, by the time I was set to leave by noon, like around that time, it would get busier. So of course, like when I left, the whole parking lot was filled. The beach was filled with people and their kids. People were still coming when I left. So I knew the time frame of when I could be there early enough to not be around the craziness. Like slowly over the time I was there, people started coming, but really from like 9 to 11, there really wasn't anybody there. It was like 11 to 12 where a lot of people started coming with their kids and setting up and all that. So I like planned that out perfectly. That was one of the reasons I wanted to go early in the morning. And Ken was like, well, we could always go, you know, if you don't want to go by yourself, we could always go when I get off of work. But I knew by the time he got off at work at 2 o'clock, that beach and the parking lot was going to be filled. Even with the fair, it's a really nice day out. People are going to want to be out with their kids
like in the water on a nice day. So I knew that we needed to get there early enough where there wasn't anybody there. And like I said, when I got there, there were 0 people there. And for like the first 2 hours, it was just peaceful and quiet. And I was able to lay in the sun and read my book and listen to podcasts and just like really enjoy the moment. There were like a couple moments where I just kind of sat there and looked out over the water or laid down and just kind of listened to nature and the waves crashing in and, you know, everything surrounding me. And it just was so nice and so peaceful. I feel like I kind of sort of got a little bit more of a tan. It's kind of hard to tell, but it just felt nice. And I'm glad that I decided to do it. Also, like I said, I'm like sometimes get anxiety doing things by myself. And I've always been that way. Like when I go to the store, I always want Ken to go with me. Or when I do things, I always want someone there with me. Like I don't like doing things by myself. And I had a little bit of anxiety doing this by myself today, but I'm proud of myself for doing it because I feel so good that I did. And I'm so happy that I did because it's like just showing myself and conquering a fear that I have that I can do things on my own and still have a great time. So like I said, in the future, I would like to do dates kind of like by myself. You know, maybe during the day when Ken's at work, going out and doing like a lunch by myself or going somewhere and just kind of like sitting by myself. Or going out and shopping or walking around by myself. I think like if I get myself to do that more, then I won't be so awkward or feel a certain way about it. I know there are other people that can relate. Like you just have social anxiety when you go out and you don't want to go out by yourself. So when you have somebody with you, at least you have someone to talk to. And that's how I feel. So I'm glad I did this. I pushed myself outside of my comfort zone. I had an amazing time, had an amazing morning, and again, it ate up a lot of my time that Ken was not here. And I'm glad that I did it, and I would love to continuously do that in the future. So maybe more, you know, solo dates will be coming soon. Not sure what they will be, but I would, again, like to do that. So I'm going just to relax for a little bit. Probably in about 10 minutes, I will go with Ken, see what our plans are for the rest of the day, and maybe I'll just bring you along kind of with what we're doing for the rest of the day. If anything, one of these nights too, we haven't done a fire all summer, and I'd love to just do a fire and sit out and just relax. So maybe we'll do that tonight. We were gonna do that last weekend, but then we came home and it was late. I forget what we were doing last weekend. We went out and then we came home, and by the time we came home, we were tired and just ready for bed. So maybe today we can do a fire later on and just kind of relax and spend some time together. But we will see. So I'm going to relax. I'm going to go pick up Ken, and then I will talk to you guys once I know what our plan is. we came down to the downtown Wisconsin Dells just to walk around. And there's like this German place. It's every time we pass, it's like outdoors, but it's never open. And today it was finally open. So we decided to stop in and see kind of what they had. And they have these little Wisconsin Dell little mugs you can get. And it's kind of cute because they have a half of one, which would be perfect for me, and then a larger one that Ken would obviously get. So they're also souvenir cups, so you can take them home and bring them back and then get alcohol for like $1 or $1 or $2 off. So glad we stopped by and we're just relaxing before we, get back to walking. But I told you guys earlier I wasn't sure if we were going to do anything, but we decided to come out, and I'm glad we did because now we get to relax and have some drinks. So cheers, guys.
Turn his mic up a little bit. Where are you?
Everything will work out fine. Well, it's alright. We're going to the end of the line.
So we are officially home. I am in my comfy clothes, hair is up. After we hung out and listened to the live band play, we headed to a t-shirt shop and bought a few t-shirts, and then we just headed home, and now we are just relaxing. I'm probably not going to do a fire tonight. I did go out there just to stand to see how the mosquitoes were going to be, but the mosquitoes have been like really bad lately, and I just don't want to start a fire and then get eaten alive and not enjoy it. So I decided that we'll wait until maybe the weather gets a little bit colder, and then maybe by then, going into fall, all the mosquitoes will just go away. 'Cause this summer, like when we would go on walks, the mosquitoes were horrible. So we got bug spray, and even with bug spray, they just were like swarming. It was really bad. So I just decided we're just gonna stay in and relax. But thanks for coming and hanging out with me while I went to the beach today. Again, that was really nice to just spend the morning laying out and relaxing. And then thanks for coming with as we just journeyed the rest of the day and saw wherever the day was going to take us. But I will talk to you guys again real soon in the next vlog. Bye, guys.